Welcome everybody to Two Man Power Trip, the Black Man starting the Nerd Lifestyle. I'm Nicholas, Mr. Go with the Flow.
And I'm the man with the player, Maurice.
And today we got an ultimate special guest with us. Guest, introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody? This is Chatty Patty from the Blerd By Nature Podcast, aka Madam Straw Hat, aka the Celestial Freaking Dragon, aka this is not my pirate ship. I'm a guest, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah! Back with another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast. We are out here collabing with family. Let's get it.
Yo, I've been looking forward to this episode.
Boy, since we started this, we've been looking forward to this episode.
Yeah, me too. It's been long overdue. Long.
Oh, facts. I mean, we in here, we in this building with inspiration built up all around. Chatty Patty, Miss Madam Straw Hat, as we all come to love. Patty out here being our big representation of showing us how to get it done out here, and here we are, Blerd By Nature.
Yes. You know what's so crazy?
What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think you know how I met Nick. This is so crazy.
Oh my God. I was thinking about this the other day too.
This is what happened, right? This is so beautiful. It was actually at the Crunchyroll. No, it wasn't Crunchyroll. It was what's that group? Sonic Boombox had
Yep.
like a get together, an after party for Comic-Con, if I'm not mistaken. And that's how we met Darius too. Shout out to Control Freak. That's the first time we met him. And then, so Nick, looking as fly as he was just, he was there vibing.
And your energy was at the top. You already know.
Listen, light little flex, But what made it so cool, was Nick was just vibing. And I was like, bro, yo, who you with? He said, me. I said, that's all you need, homie. That's it. So ever since then, I've always seen Nick everywhere in like every event. And I was like, bro, you're amazing. And he's always shown mad freaking love. And I can't get enough of these guys. I love them, yo. Nick was like he was the gas to the fire. Every time I see him, he said, yo, Patty, you got this. It's like,
of course.
Don't do me like that, man.
Why would I not have an absolute queen out here? Like, come on, son. Come on. Inspiration. And it's so funny looking at that backstory as well. It's funny because I was supposed to be at that party with a few of my homies, but everybody backed out last minute. And I said, fuck it. I'ma go. I'ma have a good time. And boy,
that's how I be sometimes.
Legend. Yeah. I met some legends that night. Holy crap. Yeah. I was vibing and I was chilling by myself, but I was gravitated by the energy. Cause you was showing out. You was the star of that room. It's so funny. I still got those photos.
Me too.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's what's up.
Nah, son, that's what I'm talking about. That's family right there. That was destined.
Yeah, it was. And then when you said that, yo, me and Maurice gonna do a podcast, I was like, yo, you serious?
Shit, yeah. Before all that, when you was standing 10 toes down talking about I'm about to start this Black Ramen podcast out here early days with the stickers and stuff like that, we was like, yes, go off. Let us know every bit of the information so we can follow and let it know.
Yeah, that was dope, bro. When I tell you, your community definitely is the fuel behind your fire. Definitely, this is what I'm talking about. This is awesome. You guys show so much love and support Maurice. Man, Maurice shows so much love, especially at the events. Yeah, so I can't get enough of you guys. I'm so glad with this. We follow. So we love the podcast. It's amazing.
What? Guys, listen. We see the greatness. We see the greatness follow all the events and all the stuff that you guys do, all the little bit of climbing up the ladder and letting yourself be known and just like running your own panels and just making a mark for your place in this anime society and just making a name for yourselves to just be known little by little. I'm just more impressed at everything I see. You guys have freaking the Black Ramen podcast game out right now, and that blew my mind. Like game night? What? Y'all putting the fire to the game night? I love it.
Yeah, we just started doing game nights, and then Bree was like, yo, what happens if we wrote a trivia book? And that's where you get Black Ramen anime trivia, which is available on Amazon.
Yeah, plug.
Yeah.
Plug away, please.
Shit, we'll drop the link in this episode when it eventually comes out.
Yep.
Yeah, it's out. You can actually buy it.
No, when this episode comes out, we putting that all up in there. So they let them know where to buy it, get the truth.
Well, listen, first of all, you definitely first of all have to listen to Blerd By Nature podcast to get the link.
Of course.
Definitely follow. Yeah, so it was released like not too long ago, probably like 2 months ago, and yeah, we've been doing great, and we have it. You never know how much people support you and love you until they actually pull up. And I'm very grateful for the audience. I'm very grateful for the love for the community. I'm very grateful for my peers, and I'm grateful to you guys too for actually giving me the opportunity to be on your platform as well. So that's awesome.
You get what you put out there, Patty.
Yeah,
it's love is love, and every time I've interacted with you from day one, it's just been a good vibe.
Nah, son, for real, like you gotta make that step forward and lead by your confident energy, and that's what you've proven and shown yourself since the day I've met you and stuff like that, and that's why you put out that energy, and the blessings have come back.
Don't listen.
Oh shit! Oh shit! 6 minutes in, I'm about to tell you how long it takes for the tears to drop before the laughs come in. Oh, let's get it. All right, so wait on that energy shit. Let's kick into vibe, guys. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, so starting off with vibe, guys, we gonna take it a little step back, go all the way back to like MLK weekend, because there was a certain co-host birthday time for that time. So co-host, let it be known what was the activities for your birthday going down in vibe, guys, man.
So like Fred, it was my 40th, so yay,
man. New levels, man.
Yeah, so we went to Spyscape and did spy games out in the city. And so this is a bunch of activities. So what did we do? We did
we did a whole bunch of stuff. We was rock climbing. I mean, getting rid of lasers. We was jumping, not getting shot at. Like them new spy games they was testing out was something else.
You know that one with the lights cheated us. I'm not gonna get over that. We was cheated.
Doing some tic-tac-toes on the floors and shit like that. Kept stomping and shooting lasers and stuff like that. That screwed us over.
Oh yeah, boy, but we had fun, and boy did they kick our behinds.
Bruh, listen. All right, so this is how you know birthdays is coming and bodies getting older and damages is coming in. We was having all kinds of fun and shenanigans and stuff like that, but like afterwards, the day later, my old lady, my girl Kenya, like her shoulder started paining her for a hot minute. Your knees was softening. I've been doing my yoga shit to keep my back straight, but man, my back's killing me too. Like shit ridiculous, man.
Yeah, but it was fun. We all had fun.
Yep. And then on the actual day, because that was the day before.
Besides recovery, I was just chilling.
Freaking icy hot all day, eh?
Yo.
Not the icy hot.
What?
I was just like, oh, okay. I was like, I know I'm gonna feel this tomorrow. And I was like, okay. I got up. I was like, okay, all right, it's there. And then after a while, it went away. I was like, okay, I'm good. Let's keep it that way.
Yeah, man, it's best with the recovery. You gotta make sure everything's all right and in order to go on to the next level, brother.
Yeah, it didn't help. It was Brick C outside. Yeah, my birthday. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm glad I went yesterday because it's Brick out here. And
Patty, how was your? Let's go all the way back to MLK weekend. How was your MLK weekend?
Oh man, did I work? I think I was stuck at work.
Oh boy,
I work trying to get that.
So you was traversing the cold and stuff.
What man? But you know, I'm a New Yorker, so it's like I got so much undergarments, and I was ready.
You was ready.
Ready, man. You couldn't tell me nothing. So I had layers on top of layers.
All right.
Got the Vaseline on the face.
Oof.
You know what I mean? Got the hat fully. Got my. Are you even a real New Yorker, even without a bubble with a black?
Let's get it.
Yo,
you're not a real New Yorker if you don't. Hold on. You're not a real New Yorker if you ain't got a puffer.
Yo,
you
already know how we battle the cold.
Fact.
She brought the official New York cold fit.
Oh, facts.
Hell yeah, you had to.
That's why we built different.
Of course.
She's like, I'm out here to get my OT. Hold up.
Get the OT. Yeah. Listen, that OT check looked pretty nice.
That's what's up.
I had fun.
Good. We got to do what we got to do out here to keep ourselves warm and to keep the lights on.
For real.
Exactly.
That was so I mean right after that pretty much happened, we had the mini snow that started to come in from like last Tuesday and stuff like that to comb us over. How was y'all handling the snow? I know y'all always keep it warm, but how was the snow overall?
After that snow.
Man, yeah, fuck that snow. That really fucked us over. Yeah. So it wasn't a good look, but I mean, hey, I think we haven't seen snow for like 3 years.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a minute. Like after the
It's
season
been a while,
came
yeah.
over, yeah.
Yeah, that's a minute. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. Seeing that shit was kind of weird for a second.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
I was like, I'll take the dusting over the 96 level blizzards and shit.
Yeah, we not upstate, y'all. So it's not catching us like that. Not Long Island or Connecticut.
Right.
And then I'm just looking at the news about, we shutting stuff down. I was like, they ain't shut stuff down. We was in elementary school.
Nope.
10 feet of snow. They're like, nah, y'all going.
Yeah, you gotta get ready. That's when my mom put the fleece on.
Oh my
god! Put the phone under your uniform.
Parents that already shuffled tunnel was like, nope, get out of here.
Listen, we disappeared under the snow and we kept it walking. We had to survive regardless.
Exactly. I was telling my mom, I'm like, Mom, you know I'm the only one in school. That's even better.
Yeah.
You learn good when you buy your stuff.
Oh my god! Listen, man,
horrible.
This is why they built warriors. We were snow warriors at the time.
Yeah,
they was not having it. They nope.
So how was y'all? So away from the snow covered weekend and the stresses of work that gather all over the week and stuff like that, how was y'all recent weekend? Now this weekend that just passed, how was y'all weekends?
Man, I'm not gonna hold you. I had to work too.
Oh boy, the grind don't stop.
No, the grind don't stop. But I mean, could you really do anything with the weather being the way it was?
It was Brick City again. They're like,
it was Brick City again. But I mean, the foodie in me is gonna find a way. So like me and a couple other friends and Kenya, we went out. We went out to Golden Diner in the city. They had the nice pancakes and the nice breakfast burritos and stuff like that. We went out a couple places drinking and stuff, and then we went to Barcelona bar having an eventful time in there. Stuff like that. So it was cold, but sometimes they don't stop the foodie grind.
No, they really don't. Especially if you've been anticipating. You ever want to eat something so like you like, yo, I'm about to
what?
Oh, then I'm outside. I'm outside.
You know what I need to do? I sleep in. I don't eat breakfast. So I wake up around 10, 11, get ready, try to be at the spot 12:31. And then I'm going down. There's a Thai spot that I love in the city. That's my spot. That's
we get keeping the spot, or you telling the name?
Nice.
I respect it. I respect it.
No, I'll tell you. It's called Thai Villa. It's it's not too far from 14th Street. I just know I get off 14th Street and walk a couple of blocks and it's okay. So that's my heaven. So I'm just like, all right, cool. I love this spot. When I know I'm going to this spot in the noon and like in the afternoon, I know breakfast is not an option. Let's not have breakfast because you will get filled up with the appetizers, with the main entree, but the Thai tea, the Thai iced tea. That hits like no other. I don't know what special cow they get that milk from to actually put in the Thai tea.
Oh shit.
It's delicious. It's phenomenal. Yeah. That's a go-to place of mine that I love to go to. The only thing I do not like.
You said Thai Villa? Shit.
Thai Villa. Only thing I do not like.
Shoot, now I want that. It's a basil fried rice with some
I love the basil fried rice, but guess what? You know what fried rice they make that's better?
What's up?
It's called the crab fried rice. Real crab. It is delicious. I love it. I love it. The only problem I have with this restaurant, I really don't like their curry puffs because it's always cold. I think they pre-make their curry puffs so they can have more time to make their the other, the entrees and the other appetizers. Because I guess the curry puffs is always, you go to a diner, you're like, yeah, I want the curry puffs.
Yeah.
So Ixnay on the curry puff A. Okay.
But everything else on the list is pretty fire. I already looking them up on IG, so you already gave me some ideas.
Just bookmark this right quick and add this over here.
Wait, hold on. You're welcome.
Yes, that's
respect the decision of a queen. Let's get it.
Oh man.
Nah, definitely the weekends is cold. The bellies is in motion. We getting this food out here. We got to get it done. It is what it is, y'all.
Facts.
But yeah, all right. So I'm gonna move off of vibe, guys, and I'm gonna step into our second segment of the evening. We're gonna do off the cuff discussion where I throw a topic in the table and we all discuss. So the information of last week has come out, and it's been a discussion for a while, but I've been seeing it starting to garner with more characters starting to get this. But I wanted to talk to you guys about black hair in video games, especially the lock fade on men epidemic, because recently we just saw for our fighting game fans, Eddie Gordo is returning to Tekken and Tekken 8's DLC, but he has come with the infamous now lock fade, where they are giving a lot of black men in these video games. It's becoming the new afro or high top fade of the 90s.
Are we surprised, or
what's y'all thoughts on black hair in video games now?
I'm not mad at it, to be honest. I like the fact that they're keeping up with the trends. You can tell there was a black person that was in the studio creating this.
Oh, definitely.
I'm glad. I'm happy. Eddie has gotten real thick. Eddie's been hitting them yams.
Yeah.
Saltwater cornbread. Like he's really eating good.
Homie look younger.
I want Tiger back. Remember Tiger?
Agreed.
Yes. I want him back when he was slim with the disco paint.
What would be nice if they have, like, in the game, they have DLC, but his costumes can turn into, like, maybe the other characters. We can see Christy, we can have Tiger, because we all know they do the same shit, so might as well.
Right. Would be nice. But
yeah.
Nah, they're gonna be like, be thankful we got the hair right, niggas.
Facts.
Exactly. Yo,
that's it. That's all.
They're like, y'all got here. Don't y'all start.
That's it. Be thankful.
I mean, that's why Tekken got that customizable stuff. Harada was looking at all them complaints and be like, I got customized for a reason, so y'all could just fix the hair by yourselves.
Just give me some good hair options. That's all. That's all I ask. Just make sure I can do what I'm trying to do and not be like, all right, let me go with this.
Right.
I'm happy they up on the trends. It's getting to a funny point that you can stand on like so many characters. I mean, the recent Prince of Persia from Miles Morales in the Spider-Man 2 game, like it's just another one for the block that it's becoming that specific part of the lock genre. Like people have pointed out a whole bunch of things that you can do with black hair, especially with black developers in the back. It feels like there's one person telling them that, yo, this is the hot shit that we saw from Black Panther with the Killmonger style from that one section. Even though Killmonger's hair has changed throughout the other Black Panther, they just like this one style that they want to continue with.
They made it the default. It has been every gen. We've had a default style.
Yeah, the new
and that's the new default.
I mean, as long as our voices are heard and we let them know, like, hey, this is not cool. We need more diverse. As much as black hair is so diverse, you would think they put a little more effort and be like, you know what? Let's get some cornrows, or let's do a flip, or let's do a side. Like, there's so much to black hair. Black hair is infinite. Black hair.
I don't know why they struggle with cornrows. That's been a thing for a while.
These cornrows looking like a bad wig from the Tyler Perry movie,
right?
Like, I'm serious.
They dry as hell.
Very dry. Very dry. Like,
put a wig on it. Let somebody cornrow that we did 3D model that. It's like every time I see cornrows in the game, it just be like, I'm like,
they look like stress rolls.
For real.
I mean, like, you look at somebody's head, you're like, what's on your mind? What happened?
Right?
You be like, what happened?
Moisturize, damn it.
Something. You need to talk?
Either that, the space is too far to look like you got patches missing. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, it's terrible. As much as we have so many black beauticians and black hairstylists that are really like doing it in the game, like it just brings back in the day how you would have horror stories from black models and black actresses, how they say they can't get a decent stylist to do their hair on set because the studio doesn't put money in finding these available artists, stylists. I don't know.
Yeah, looking at you, I'm like, oh no, oh no, not you.
You be like, what? Who told you this was okay? But
that's why it took us forever to get right lighting in these TV shows that show off really black skin and people just looking the best that they can look on these TV shows.
Right, but I feel like they do that on purpose because they want to focus on the white.
The Caucasus of Mountains, yes.
Caucasus of Mountains.
Yes.
You're dead right here on that because.
Well, we have come a long way. We've come a long way, and we still have more work to do.
That's it. We made strides, but we still got a ways to go.
We do got ways to go. like I said, we still have to make sure our voices are going to be heard at the end of the day. So
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on from off the cuff discussions, we can get into some nerd and reboot news and stuff all hitting throughout the weeks. So first on topic, I want to talk to Madam Straw Hat. The winter animes. Have you started any? What you watching currently? What's going on?
Thank you for asking, sir. My winter anime. First of all, we eating good. We're eating good because these titles have been immaculate. So my number one anime right now is Frieren. Yeah, I love this anime story. Phenomenal. It's amazing. I'm glad we're getting 28 episodes. This shit is fire. This shit is lit. Definitely has studios stepping their game up, because if you're not writing like this, what are you doing?
Facts.
So yeah, that's my number one anime right now. And another light watch is Mr. Villain's Day Off.
I've heard about that. I've heard about that one.
Yeah, it's good. I like this guy. He's zaddy. So he's good. Another anime right now that we were anticipating so much that really was a big disappointment to me personally, Solo Leveling.
Oh, okay. I want to hear this. Now we are about 3 episodes in so far. Yes. So yes. Okay. So what's the opinion? What's going on?
It's trash.
Oh,
no, I'm being totally honest. Here's the problem. There is an issue when you have to take a web novel and translate it into anime form. I feel like it's a big difference from taking a manga and transforming it into an anime. This has so many, the character in here, and also the character, like, this is a good read for a webtoon, but for me to actually like it coming in, and like, say for instance, if I didn't read it and I was just coming in, just watching it, it's a bore. I don't know, like, it's so fast with the world building. It's like the guy is not likable. I don't care if he dies. I don't care if he wins. I don't care. Like, it's like, there's no purpose to it. I'm only watching it right now just because I read the webtoon. And I feel like the webtoon did justice. It was great. It's just that for some reason, it's not hitting me when it comes to directing in the story. I don't feel for this guy. This guy has no personality. This guy does not want, I don't root for him. As a matter of fact, I don't root for anybody. There's nobody that I like in this story, because the pacing is just, I don't know where you're going. And then it's like, I don't know. And it shouldn't be like that after I read it. So that's just my opinion. I just felt like they could have just left that one alone, but because it's the one of the top selling webtoons right now,
definitely in the top for a while.
It is. And the fact that, you know, this for a studio, and you're like, okay, A1, because it's A1 Pictures that picked it up. So they were like, okay, you know what? Let's be talked about this season. Let's just pick this up. And this was very highly into. I knew this was going to be dumpster fire when they released the trailer and it was just pictures. That's true. That like, you are ass, because we was waiting. There was a countdown for the shit, and then it was just terrible. And then I was like, oh nah, I can't. This is not it. And I left that one alone. Sign of Affection, I think I'm gonna give that a try. I read the first couple of chapters. It's really sweet. It's not bad. Of course, Classroom of the Elite season 3, phenomenal anime. I heard great things about the light novel, which I'm gonna go check out. This is really good. And what else am I checking out? If there's any more. Oh wait, there's one. The Witch and Beast was tough.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the first episode off of that. That one was interesting.
That one looks like it's promising. I was just like, we ain't come to play. Got you. Have you seen one called Ishura? Which one is that one?
There's one on it's I think Hulu has picked it up. It's one about it's kind of like these warriors. It comes in intense in like the first episode and something like huge happens, but it's kind of like a pickup on like different warriors coming together for like a big battle, but like everything is spent on, like every episode is spent on like a different warrior or something like that. But it's something big kind of towards Hulu. So I would recommend at least trying out like the first episode of that one.
I'll try it out. But you want to know something was fucked up? Because when you have these other platforms that have these animes, Hulu, Prime, they don't advertise it. So I've never heard of this shit. And I should have, but you know,
I found out through TikTok.
See, there it is.
There you go.
It hasn't come on my For You page yet.
Nope. I saw it on the site, and then I just walked past it until somebody said it's fire. I said, "Oh, let me try."
See, this is crazy. They need to stop. All right, they're embarked on a journey because they know that these streaming servers know that right now anime is top tier. Right now, it's top.
Definitely.
It's pop culture right now, and it's here to stay. So I feel like they grabbing all these titles, but not advertising. Like they just have it just to have it.
Yeah,
and that's really doing a disservice to the title of the show. I mean, to the story itself. Like no one's gonna hear about it. No one's gonna watch it due to the fact that, hey, no one's first intention is like, okay, let me go to Hulu and see what they got for anime.
Pretty much, unless you're like looking for it.
Right, unless you're looking for it. But if it's not advertised, how am I supposed to? There's a couple of gems. Heavenly Delusion.
Yes, I watched that all through Hulu as well.
See, that was Hulu. Yep. That's crazy. That's
things
crazy.
are so divided. Things were so divided for like so long.
It doesn't make sense. Like, perfect example. You see Netflix? Netflix will advertise the shit out of the anime, especially if you're on Netflix. They will do whatever they can possibly can to make sure, hey, you like anime. Watch this. Like Pluto. Amazing.
Yes. Oh, you a Pluto fan too? I watched that shit like 3 times. I love the mangaka who comes up with that because I love Monster.
Well, it's not just him, it's actually both of them. So it's the guy who also created Astro Boy.
Astro Boy? Mm-hmm.
So the guy who created Astro Boy, who also created Dororo, teamed up with the creator who wrote Monster, and they came together and made Pluto.
Awesome.
Love Pluto.
Nice.
It was one of my anime of 2020.
Fire. But I don't know if you consider this title an anime or not, but this is fire. Blue-eyed motherfucking samurai.
I just finished it in my gym run. Oh, I love that shit too.
Crazy, ain't it?
Yep.
Crazy. It was good. It was unbelievable. Only thing that I have an issue with, the ending a little bit was a little crazy. Like, I don't know where they're going with it.
That's why I'm hyped it got picked up for a season 2.
It did?
Yeah, they already announced that they got picked up for a season 2, so it's at least we know it's going somewhere.
All right, there it is. Yeah. I could sleep well at night.
I feel like it was a really good take on a even further mature story of like a Mulan tale.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And I love the dynamic between 2 women.
Yes.
The main protagonist,
the princess and the samurai. Yeah,
the samurai. It's just so fucking good. Both of them are in circumstances that they didn't want to be in, and they took control in different ways.
Yep.
Princess, fire. My blue-eyed samurai bitch,
fire.
She lit as hell.
Fire.
Some things are questionable. Her backstory, ill. Never heard this shit before in my life. This was an ill backstory, and I just loved her for it. But
now I want to see the others, and now I want to see the others she hunting.
I can't wait. I can't wait. This was a gem. It was suggested to me because Netflix will do these. First of all, the algorithm for Netflix is phenomenal. I think all streaming platforms should have this. After you watched it, I know Crunchyroll just recently changed their format, and it's not bad, but they could do better. I feel like if you have a category by seasons, that would be better. Like if you have the season, the winter, the spring, the fall, that'd be perfect. But they have these little categories that they're cute, but
I'm surprised them out of all people who didn't do that. I can see the other streaming platforms not doing that, but that's surprising for Crunchy. I would think they would.
Yeah, because they would tell you all the time when like a winter or something is happening, so you think they would.
You would think, but Crunchy
right?
dropped the ball since last year. I'm gonna tell you why. When they did their anime nominees, and they decided they were gonna cut off certain animes because of the timeline, like they weren't gonna issue, like, was it the fall they cut off? That
listen, I got a part that I want to talk to you when we get to that news, because I want to talk about these awards as well.
All right, so let's okay, I won't get into it any further, but those are my
for the winter
animes that I'm watching for the winter. And
that's dope.
But you did bring up a good point about the streaming platforms, and I always worried about this when we made the initial switching to come up. Is now everything is spread out everywhere, and you need like 6 different services to watch whatever you're trying to watch.
Yeah, most definitely. But I probably might get canceled for this, but I don't care because I pirate my shit. I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's why I was gonna say the same shit too. We all on the same pirate bait.
Thank you.
Listen, at this point, I'm ready to return to the seas because this ain't it.
Bro, I'm already there. Stop it.
If it's not private, I'm illegally watching my shit. Like, I don't want to say the name of the streaming of the online
we're not trying to get them erased off online.
Yeah, you just kick that over to the side and
I love them because they've been so loyal and so faithful. They've been around for more than, I would have to say, 20 years since I found out. So they've held me down. So if I didn't have any of these titles, if I didn't have any of these streaming services, I go directly to them. And not for nothing, I love their format of how they place all the new animes in these categories. Like this was what came out seasonal, and they don't just stick to just anime. They also stick to anything animated, which is great. So I love this website. This website is this much.
That's what
I'm gonna give people. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna. It's watchcartoononline.tv. That's my. It will always be my shit. I love it.
That's my go-to shit too.
Yeah, I love it. It's amazing. So yeah, it's a lot of money to keep up with these.
It is. It's oof.
In different formats. In different platforms. But it kind of like forces you to just be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just stream illegally. And
we got to that point again because I'm like, this is what we tried to get away from initially with cable, and now we're right back here.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And you want to know something, you want to be able to support the studio that's producing the anime, but also you're also hearing that the studio's not really getting paid.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So it's like you're conflicted.
Like where's the money going? Because
but even if you're conflicted, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna watch this episode though.
Facts. 100.
I'm gonna keep up to date though.
Yep.
I'm gonna get that notification. Hey,
these companies gonna slap their name on shit and keep it rocking, but I'd like whatever it is, what it is, and we just gonna watch what we gonna watch.
Yeah,
pretty much. It's all good though.
Yep. All right. So on the next news we got. So I wanted to talk to you guys about because this was another news that happened last week, and this was all shown through Twitter and stuff like that. But like. We have streaming services that are once again either between canceling black shows or picking up other black shows, and things are dropping. So like Max had announced last week that they are canceling rap shit, which came to the disappointment of a whole bunch of people. I know. I was hurt. That was my motherfucking show. I was ready for season 3 and everything.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. And it comes on the list of growing black shows that just keep and constantly, when they in their good era, when they get popping and stuff like that, they get canceled off these damn sites, all for like a tax write-off or something.
Yeah, I think what did it too was, I think the strike was so long.
Yeah.
I think so. But which we do support the writers. Fuck that. We support the writers.
Because we 10 toes down during that whole strike.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
It's kind of disappointing. It's kind of disheartening when you see all these great shows not being renewed for a second season, and you're just like, all right, me at this point, I'm just kind of used to it. And by the time, it's a sad fact, but by the time these shows get picked up again, if they do, by that time they got to pick up a whole new cast. They got to do all types of shit. It's just crazy. At this point, I'm just gonna live in the memory of a good show. That's it.
Facts.
I just hate when shows get canceled and then they don't get a proper ending or anything like that. It's just like,
you just gotta live in that cliffhanger. It's worse. Shit.
Bad.
On that same energy, Netflix just I think announced last week as well that we getting the Vince Staples show as well. So that's another show that if it does good, we gonna have to look on and see and hope that it might get a season 2 or something.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. So next on the docket with the news, we got so did you guys get your Anime NYC info or are you guys working on press passes at Black Ramen? What's going on with Anime NYC coming earlier this year into the summer era?
Wow. I don't know how I feel about anime. No.
Yo, listen.
Stop. Let me stop because I
Anime
NYC has been so nice to us. They've been able to give us press passes, I think 3 years in a row, which we are very grateful for. Even we had a chance to have a panel, which was very nice of them, I guess, because it was not, we didn't get a room. We got like It was crazy. It's like they had a section for just black speakers. And
when you guys was explaining what had happened in the situation, because we wasn't there on that day. So when you guys was laying out the situation of y'all having it under control and be good, and then some guy tried to mess with the whole shit, it was like, what?
Yeah. It was fucking crazy. So basically, we had a panel about creating black spaces, your own, instead of just having it being done for you or waiting. Right. So we're talking, and then all of a sudden, this random guy just comes out of nowhere and just sits on stage.
Wild.
And he sits right next to him, right? Thankfully, his mic did not work. So right when, like, he sat in the middle, like, I don't know if he was trolling. I don't know if it just happened that he was late for the panel because there was a previous panel. But this is when he knew he had to get the fuck up, right? He probably sat there for like maybe 15 minutes, right? So a white girl came and asked the question when we was doing the Q&A. And she was like, what is it that I can do as a white person to build a safer space for my black nerd? So then this nigga answers, oh, just be yourself. I said, no, fuck that. No, you don't be yourself. What? I told her not to be mean.
Yeah.
I said, yo, a conversation like that shouldn't be had amongst us. You need to have that conversation with your white friends about what is it that y'all do to make black folks feel uncomfortable. This is because sometimes you have people that will have conversations like this with us, but they won't have that conversation at home with their peers.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, don't speak for minorities. Don't speak for black people. Don't speak for black nerds. We can speak for ourselves. What we need for you to do is listen. We say this constantly, every single day. We just want to be safe, and we just want to be able to fan out and love our shit without no judgment. We want to be able to enjoy the same entertainment that you nerds do, but we want it. We want it as well, without any racism, without any harassment, without you saying, oh, this is the black version of this. No, we want to claim our shit, and you shouldn't stop us. So there's nothing wrong with having exclusivity. I feel like when we do have that, some people do feel guilty about it. Some black people do feel guilty about it. I don't think you should.
Nah.
But it's like you need to have a moment where you make your space your own and claim it as your own. This is why I have issues with BlerdCon. So BlerdCon, as you remember, 2 years ago, we had that incident where the white
won
the award.
Right. Not to discredit her cosplay.
Exactly.
But that says a lot about a girl who came in, wore the same costume. She wore Sakura card capturer.
Yeah,
she wore that dress and everything. And it's funny because she wore that in multiple conventions and never won. But for her to wear that at a black convention where everybody that was competing was black, and for her to win for her basic outfit, no shade to her outfit, but I saw the other competitors and it was just amazing. And then you mean to tell me she wins out of just having a dress?
I can't imagine that team's mind on that fuck up.
Yo, and the gaslighting that they had when they said, well, was I supposed to let the nigga with the Pringles bag, with the Pringles thing win because that's what his tail or weapon was made out of?
Bruh.
Sir.
Nah, that ain't it.
You can't, that's not it. You cannot tell me this is a BlerdCon. It's in the name Blerd.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me you have an event like that. And then tell me that a white girl wins best. What is this? The Twilight Zone? If you don't see the problem or how fucked up that is, that's an issue. And this is what fucked me up. The guy, I'm not gonna say his name. He said Blerd is necessary. And I saw his live because he had a 30-minute live, maybe 40 minutes explaining the situation, saying that he did not tell the white girl not to perform. I get it. There's laws against it. You can't say that.
Yeah, that's fine, but still.
And then it's like, why can't you read the room?
Yeah.
It's BlerdCon. You're not, it's like me going to an event that's specifically for Middle Eastern people and me participating. Like, remember, you're a guest, right? Yeah. At the end of the day, you will be a guest. You are a guest.
Agreed.
You are here to watch. Let us have something. I had a problem with that. And the fact that he doubled down and was like, well, Blerd is for everybody. It's for this. It's for that.
That's crazy.
I'm not saying white people can't eat in the function. I'm not saying that. But for you to not understand when other black nerds are telling you, damn, this kind of feel fishy for this white girl to win in BlerdCon in a Blerd convention with other Blerds, and you mean to tell me nobody looked better in their cosplay but this white woman, was crazy to me. Was crazy. And that's why I also had issues of never, like I couldn't get I'm not applying for a press pass to go to Blerd.
That's totally understandable. And a lot of people have seen this controversy and kind of understand the swing of why BlerdCon doesn't feel or hit the same for the safe spot that it used to be after situations like this, and other kind of treatment of other people that I've heard controversies come out about and stuff like that. But for somebody who runs it to say Blerd is just for everybody, like Blerd is, it's in the name, black nerd. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
That doesn't sit right with me. I can't even just.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all, because the word was only created first and foremost because of the fact that when you are a black nerd, right? It's hard for us to be who we are and still be with other fellow nerds that are non-black. So we had to create that word for us, a Blerd, a black nerd.
You get alienated, and in that alienated response, we took up this term to create a power on it.
To make like it's like empowerment. It is empowerment.
Yeah. The distinction is there for a reason. It wasn't just it didn't get pulled out of thin air. It wasn't just to say, "Oh, we're here." No, it's there for a very specific reason. It's there to say, "Hey, we're here. We are a part of this community." But this community as a whole tends to at times have issue with that. So we're like, hey.
It just looks like this guy is making money off of the name. He's not about the culture. It just looks like for you to say that, to say Blerd is for everybody, it just looks like you just for the cup, for the money. It's not for the culture. It's not for the culture. But I'm gonna let that be where it's at. I've met him before, and I've never sat and expressed my feelings on the matter with him, because I felt like what's done, it's done. You know, I can only express my feelings. I don't know. I just never said anything to him. I just said, "Oh, okay, nice to meet you," and just kept it moving.
Oh, you was not trying to be chaotic neutral in that building right there.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't want to. I was like, you know what? Let's just keep it going. Let's just move on. And it is what it is. But maybe one of these days, we'll have a conversation. Maybe one of these days we'll have a conversation. But just, it's like, you know, when you talk to somebody and you know they send 10 toes down and they just not going to budge. He gave me that vibe. So even if I sat there and spoke to him, I don't think it would have been reciprocated well. So it's like, okay, you know, whatever. I can only talk about how I feel, and that's it. I can't get him to understand how a lot of people who feel this way and feel like this shit was bamboozled. Because you can sit there for 30 minutes and just be like, Blerd is for everybody. We already lost you, bro.
Yeah.
This is not a convention that I want to be a part of. It's bad enough we only have that in DreamCon.
I was about to ask you about that, because I think you were the one who commented on a video or something, or you said something about it, because there was that interview, I think last year, that came out about Mark and the rest of RDC World, where they were asking them about the understanding of DreamCon and it about everybody. And you was kind of getting that red flag feeling when he was like, yeah, DreamCon's not really a black convention. And I was like, I don't know about that necessarily, because I mean, I felt the second me and Maurice went last year, that was definitely a big feeling around it, and it was important to have this space that is just known around people, that they understand that this is still ultimately, like you said, you're being a guest in that space. And when you start to say that, I don't know if he's trying to say face or whatnot. Maybe he's trying to protect the rights to X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. But it's just that little thing.
Nah, it's crazy. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think he was trying to save face.
I hope.
I think that's what it is. But me personally, it didn't sit right with me, to be honest. Because when you think of DreamCon, you do think of a safe space for Black people and
Absolutely.
other non-white, like other minorities. And that's the only reason why I participate. That's the only reason we apply for press passes, is because the experience and for us to be in a safe place to nerd out. And that gave us that. But to also hear that coming from Mark,
a Black creator.
A Black creator. So I, you know what it is? I give him a little more grace.
Yeah.
Because of there's certain skits that he does that's culture appropriate that I love.
Yeah.
It does. As a Black person, you see it and you can laugh about it. You're like, oh, he gets it. You know, so I give him that leeway, but I don't think it's like the other dude that did BlerdCon. Like,
yeah, because that's a person who stands 10 toes down on what he's
10 toes
like.
Down.
If the second his response was straight up that, you guys are not seeing it all fully around, Blerd's not for just us and all the, like, if your first response wasn't, oh shit, I think we might have fucked up, maybe you saw the outcry and your outcry was to defend your decision on that shit, you was already lost.
That's the problem. That's a big problem.
So that one, that statement gave me all lives matter vibes, and I don't. That doesn't sit well.
That never sits
You're
well
right.
with me. So that's what I got. But with Mark, I'm like, you know, he's younger, and he's just stepping into
a big role,
his roles, and he got big shoes to fill. So I guess he's playing the safe card, I think.
Yeah. It was one of those quick interviews. They kind of asked him. He's probably trying to make sure the sponsor's still on and stuff like that. But if you probably ask him, if you ask him on like a live or something like that, he'd be like, "Hell yeah, it's a Black con. Come on, y'all already know."
Yeah, you know, I get it, but that's part of the reasons why I'm probably not even famous, because I'm Black as shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is for Black people. Like, Black ramen will always be for my Blerds, for my Black nerds. Everybody else, you could be a guest, but make sure you know that you're a guest. At the end of the day, my platform will always be for my Black people, always be for my people, because it was my people that gave me the drive to do this. It's my people that gave me the goal, and I thrive, and I love y'all so much. So it's only right for me to have something like this and make it safe for everybody to talk about what they love and proper representation in animation and in anime, because we don't get that. So no, it's not. It's no. It's not for everybody. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not for everybody. It's just like having a hair product that says for all hair types. If it's for all hair types, it's really not for all. For every hair type. It really is not going to work for everybody. My platform, when I speak, is for specific people, people that look like me, people who understand why why places like anime conventions, comic book conventions aren't really friendly to us, but know that we have to create it. A safe space for us. So, like I said, I have nothing against other non-Black people, but I need y'all to understand that y'all are a guest and act accordingly. Take off your shoes at the door. Thank you very much. That's it.
Respect.
That's it.
That's the love. That's the love, man. That's definitely the love. I see. It's the wonderful word that you say over and over again, and it's important. They're guests. They're guests. They understand their placement to be here, and they're not gonna get all the jokes. They're not gonna get everything. You can ask your questions and stuff like that, but we just want to see the support from.
That's even true. But you know what? Now I'm at a point where I'm not. Don't ask me nothing. Google is fucking free. I'm tired of when Black people have some form of a platform to talk about their experiences, right? You get there it is. And then you sit there and then you come and you ask these mediocre fucking questions. Google's fucking free. I'm not here to teach y'all what oppression is. I'm not here to explain to y'all how fucked up the system is and how y'all made it so. True. I'm not here for that. I'm tired of explaining myself. We have decades and decades and decades of fucked up shit that the system has done to us, and how white people have privileged and benefited from all that shit. I'm not going to sit there and have a history class with you. No. What I am going to do is talk to my brothers and sisters and see what we can do with the power that we have amongst each other, and how we can influence others and encourage others to be the best themselves that they can be. I'm not here to explain, well, what can I do to make my other fuck you, bitch. That's a conversation you need to have. Like, some non-Black people will fake that funk and have that and be like, just because they're in a Black space and want to be allies. Like I said before, time and time again, I don't need no fucking allies. I need accomplices. I need somebody that's going to ride with me. If you call yourself somebody that's part of the movement, You need to be in a front line with me because they're not going to do shit to you. They're going to look for me to do shit. I need your arms up. Be like, hey, you can't do anything to Shaquisha. She my friend. That's what I need as
that sums it up because that's
respect.
That's it. No, that's wholehearted facts. I'm not here to explain to other. That's not my job. Every time when you have a Black person that has some form of power, not even power, but has some form of fame, that person becomes a representative of all Black people. I'm not that. I don't want to be a representative of all Black people, of all things nerd, if it comes with a check. But I don't want to be responsible in educating non-Black people on what it is to be a Black nerd. I don't think that's my space. I don't think I don't want to take on that. I just want to have a good time and create a safe place for my brothers and sisters. I'm not going to explain to others how uncomfortable y'all make us feel because y'all should know that. And if you don't know it, then kick rocks. Y'all wasn't paying attention to begin with. That's a selfish mindset. And I'm not here to tell you how selfish and wrong and hateful and just acidine certain shit that your community does to us. That's not my job. I'm not doing that. No, sir.
Respect, absolute respect. And you speak on that facts.
Yep.
You speak on that facts. That's absolute. I mean, like you said, Google's free. People can look on different informationals. Yeah, we got times and times of videos and podcasts, and they can listen on all the kind of philosophies that we talk on proper and stuff like that. So whatever floats their boat, if they want to join in and figure out the conversation, they can find out at another time and then join back up whenever the hell they got the time. But like you said, you need accomplishments, not allies. You need accomplishments. You need people on the front line that's going to protect you and show yourself. So prove yourself, pretty much.
Right. Most definitely.
That's it.
Respect on that. All right, going on to the next part of the news. Let's talk about these Crunchyroll awards. So, like you were saying from before, they have, and you guys was right on the money with this shit. Now we are in 2024, and on these Crunchyroll list that I saw on the anime of the year award list, they got stuff dating all the way back. They got what is it? The Attack on Titan finale part 1 part of the list. They got Chainsaw Man part of the list that was already like a year and some change behind and stuff like that. All a part of anime of the year list and stuff like that. Like, you guys was right on the money. Like, when I kept looking at Chainsaw Man on that list, I kept thinking in my head, I was like, yeah, when they changed these timelines and these dates, shit's all getting out of whack. And now, like, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 is probably like one of the hottest things that was talked on Twitter. So that's already in the base of the mind. And Chainsaw Man seems super old at now. So let's just talk like these Crunchyroll.
So what is their time frame?
So if you go into the Crunchyroll website, they tell you, like, we had to, at first, last year, when they pulled out the nominees, I was like, damn, this seems good. Where's all the good shit that we saw this year? And then you will see in the fine print, they said there's a cutoff. So it's not all the anime that came out that year. I think they cut off by at least they start from fall or something like that.
So fall to fall?
I think, no, it's not fall to fall. I think it's I don't know. You got to read it. All I know is they cut it off.
Look at this fine print.
We need to agree on this. We need to agree on this conversation.
True that.
But yeah, they cut off. It's not the whole year, and it's very I don't think it's fair. And then because there's a lot of animes that made a debut that year that was so phenomenal and groundbreaking that we not ever going to get a chance to talk about until like next year, which by that time all that attention it got kind of like dies out. And then what makes it even worse, right? Crunchyroll has finally had an anime award special. So they finally had an award special. Everybody got suits. It was a nice haul. They actually had a performance by Ali, the people who sang the OP for Beastars. And I was just like, and they did the ending for Jujutsu Kaisen, the first season.
Oh,
Paradise.
dope.
So
Fire.
they actually were able to perform that song too during the Crunchyroll Awards. And I was just like, wow, this took a lot. Like this is something that I always wanted. Like I always wanted to be able to see the studios come in and actually accept awards and make speeches and actually see the face behind these beautiful, beautiful stories. And
do this like the Emmys, the Oscars and stuff like that. Definitely.
Right. It is long overdue. But the fact that they were actually able to do this and now it's like they took 10 steps back by saying, hey, we're not going to showcase, the whole anime, like everything that came out this year, just a portion of it. And that one will be the next year following. I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna remember, half of these. Like Farron is not nominated for nothing.
Yeah, that was weird too. There's so much like the mere fact that Attack on Titan, the first part of the finale, is part of this list is like, damn, the first one that felt like ages ago. That so that means so in 2025 they're gonna be talking about Attack on Titan again, where at that point it's already like a year and some change finished.
And by that time, like, are you even going to remember the impact it had? I mean, if it's good, it's good. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, it needed its shine that year.
And then also, like we say all the time, it's you're gonna have a lot of recency bias. So even if there's stuff that you remembered from before, it's just like it was so long ago. At the same time, this new stuff this new stuff already is in my zeitgeist of recent. So I'm gonna pick that.
So, what do you guys think would be an optimum time frame?
The whole year, how they had it before. What you mean?
Okay, that's my question.
It should have just stayed that. Like, it should have stayed like that. I don't know what.
I was gonna ask, why did they decide to? I guess there was a huge complaint about something was missing from before, but it's like that change is just gonna cause even more drama. I know people are looking at these awards this year and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because then you're gonna be like, hold up. This wasn't the anime of the year. What happened to such and such? What happened to this? What happened to that? Like, nah. Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 was crazy. I don't think that shit was it nominated? It's nominated for
it's part. Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 is on a lot of. It's definitely on anime of the year. It's on fights. It's on animation. Like it's gotten into a lot of stuff. I think that's gotten in there. Vinland Saga season 2. The Attack on Titan stuff. Demon Slayer as usual. Like all of that.
Okay. So I guess they're doing all right.
Yeah, they trying to balance as best as they can, I guess.
No, they were doing fine before. They were doing fine before. They stepped their game up. I knew shit was getting bad for Crunchyroll because tell you something. Anytime where Bleach is gonna come back for this final season and y'all didn't pick it up, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Ridiculous.
Bleach is. You want to know what's wild? Bleach is on. I think only one category out of the 20.
Disgraceful.
Disgraceful. I'm just like,
because Bleach was heat.
They dropped
definitely heat. It got the love that it should have always gotten. I'm proud it did, but it, like I said, this wasn't it. But
they got to fix this shit.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
But I still want to be sponsored by Crunchyroll. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, facts.
Hey, Bill,
right, throw my little feedback in the feedback box. Like, y'all need to shift up this little time frame a little bit. Yeah. Fix it here. Throw me a little sponsorship over here.
Constructive criticism and put us on so you can get the realness.
Like, if you want to talk about it, just invite me and I'll come talk about it.
Boom.
There it is.
You heard Meg Thee Stallion supposed to be at the Crunchyroll Awards?
I believe it when I see it.
All right, there you go.
I remember last year they had one of those a female wrestler presenting. Who was it?
Oh yeah, Zelina Vega.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, she's a big anime fan. She has like multiple tattoos.
Yeah, she incorporates that in on all aspects that she does. So yeah.
Her Royal Rumble fits be anime inspired and stuff like that. I think Madara, the guy who does the English dub and is supposed to be like, I think, a part of her entrance and stuff like that.
That's crazy. Cool too. That's crazy. Oh, love to see it. Wrestling, anime, my shit.
Oh, we gonna talk about that too. But like before all that, getting into that, we gonna talk about some people who are just getting into anime now and making a big noise on it. Have y'all seen Kev on Stage's anime reviews?
Man, who told that man to watch Attack on Titan?
Who did mention that man?
That man been going through it. Attack on Titan, Death Note, and now he's currently on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, I mean, those are top-notch selections.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Somebody was like, you know what? We just gonna have you full front. Just boom, here you go. We're not gonna give you no palate cleanser.
No, don't right in the deep water.
Yeah,
right in the deep water. Swim if you can. I was so pleased, and to see him, and when I love reading the comment section on his videos, and everyone's like, "Gave this sticker Attack on Titan as their first anime," because Attack on Titan is a lot. Even back then, like I think I dropped Attack on Titan twice.
Yeah, it's long. So
it's long. It's not that it's long because I'm a one.
No. I'm talking about long between when shit drops.
No. Yeah. The gap. Yes. Your gap before the next season came out. Wait, yeah. But I dropped it during the first season. I think because I couldn't take how they was treating Eren when he first became a scout and they realized that he had the control, the ability of the Titan. And then I dropped it. And then everybody was like, you don't know what you're missing. I said, I'll wait. And then I picked it up again. And this is when they just dropped season 2. I was like, wow, this is fucking good. But for the story to be the way it is, I don't think it's made for like, I mean, shout out to those who watch it and they're not real seasoned anime watchers. Yeah. But I feel like it might be a lot for them to dive into because a lot of people who step into anime, they have this perception that anime is supposed to be just cool fighting and not too deep in story. Like you kill my brother, crazy. Or they feel like it's like just cutesy, fall in love, kiss, fall, like shit like that. When you finally get into an anime like Attack on Titan, where it's just based on like real character development, story wise, where every single side character has a story and is relevant to everything that's going on, it's not for the faint of heart. Nope. It's somebody like, this is top tier shit, you know?
Yes. So for anime like Attack on Titan, sometimes you have to rewatch a couple episodes to really piece it together. It's not like something you can watch in.
This is calculus 101. This is definitely calculus. I had to dive into the manga because there was you know what lost me? What really got me? I had to watch the episode 3 times when they finally got to Eren's basement. And when they found the book with the picture. Yeah. At first, I'm like, it's just the picture. What's so
I completely everything was lost on me when they had that and they treated it like a big moment and I was so like, wait, what the fuck? Why is this big again?
And then it hit me. There's no cameras.
Yeah.
In paradise. There's no.
So where does picture come?
Where does picture come from? When they dived in and read the journal of Eren's father, and he explains, like it's just crazy. And then the fact that we now learn, spoiler alert, that Eren single-handedly had a hand on every fucking move that was being made. And then when you see the openings, not only just the openings though, but like when you go back and you see them as kids and Eren was there, adult Eren was there the whole entire fucking time. Mind blown.
What's even wilder is the first episode's title, and you're wondering why the fuck is it named that, and then the last episode, and it all comes together like that. That is insane. That is insane.
That guy. That's all I'm gonna say.
That nigga. Woo! The fact that he was homeless and he was able to write such a story, like it's just amazing. I love it.
Y'all remember when he was scared to come to New York City? He didn't know how the response was gonna be.
Scared the shit out of him, bro.
Yo, we was all like, yo, try to give him leeway.
No, like first of all, I respect the ending. A lot of people didn't like the ending. That's why he was scared to come, because there was a lot of people that was like, I think more so people were just disappointed that it officially ended. I don't think people were disappointed too much because the story was done. It's more so like not how it ended. I feel like y'all just mad because it's done. Because
I feel like the anime definitely gave it the gravity that it deserved to look at in its like full ways. I read it in the manga, and the manga definitely gave me a certain kind of closure, but it's something that came with watching it with the anime for me to feel like the book's finally like closed all together.
Oh yeah. You know why you felt that way? Because during the ending credits, they also incorporated that last chapter that he rewrote because he got so much backlash. So they incorporated that at the ending of which I thought that was a dope move, because it tied into Eren just saying, I looked at every possible outcome and this is the only solution I have. So basically it was just a 360. All of this is just a 360. And man, by God, it's just a great story. Attack on Titan was everything. Everybody could get it. Everybody could fucking get it. It's just
that was his motto since the beginning. I remember that first time when they was asking him about the original ending. He was like, everybody was just going to die.
Yeah, everybody could get it. And I not all stories are gonna get a happy ending. No. It just had the ending that it deserved, and I appreciate it. And I
the ending was wild. The rumbling was wild. I'm like,
wow. Rumbling is wild. The OP crazy. It was just ridiculous. And the fact that what's the name of the band again? I forgot. Sid.
Yeah.
Sim. The music video, crazy.
Yeah.
And then when he performs it live,
crazier.
Crazier. And then he bites his hand. I said, nigga.
Nah. Wow.
Soul snatched up in there.
Like, it just makes it so much better when the anime OPs just hit so hard, and then the references are in the music video. It's just so dope.
I remember the first time you hearing the rumbling, and you like, oh nah, this shit is it. Then you see the visuals all come together. You're like, this you can't top this finale. Like, come on, man.
They knew what they was doing.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The other one before that one, the OP.
Yep.
I don't know what it is about that opening. It's not the best, but it's lit.
No. But it's the visuals and the marching and everything just come together. It just gives you that wartime feel, that kind of like Nazi iconography and stuff like that. Yeah.
And for me, it evokes the emotion of the series at that time. It just ties into it.
Yeah, it does.
Every time the episode starts, you think, every time you hear that opening, you're like, some shit.
It's hard. You know some shit, like, your house about to get invaded by some shit.
Oh,
you know armies are coming in, bulging your door, talking about, what are you, a Jaegerist? You're like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Dead. It's just so dope. And I love it. And if you guys listen to the lyrics really quick, like, it's in English. The guy is singing in English.
Shit.
Yeah, it's just his accent's a little heavy, but when you hear the lyrics, like when he just comes out, this is us. I'm like, what? This is it? Okay, nigga, I gotta pull up. But yeah, I appreciate it.
It's gonna involve you whether you like it or not.
Facts.
But nah, like going back to Kev on stage though, his anime reviews, him starting out with Attack on Titan, and you watching the progression of him literally tiptoeing into anime to the point where he gets figures, then he gets shirts, then you see him on cosplays, doing videos and reviews. Like, we're watching the creation of a Blerd and a Weeb right here, and it's beautiful to see.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice seeing him coming to the, like, listen, some people get converted and you looking at them like, oh, you see it now. I know, right?
Somebody gets their eyes open and they say that this show belongs on the pantheon of greatest shows of all time. And we're not talking about animated. We talking about them shows right there where they talking about Breaking Bad the best and all that other shit. It's right there. Attack on Titan, right on that list.
Yes, it is. It's one of those timeless. It'll be a timeless classic, right? It's Full Metal. He's
going through the goods. And it's good. I love he shows like the episodes he knows that's like really gonna get reactions and stuff like that. Like he's crying real tears on camera with deaths of characters and stuff like that, or showing real emotion when people get taken out or when characters make decisions left, right, and center. He's like, what the fuck is this?
It's a joy to see. And I love it. I'm loving every single minute of it. It's fire. I love his journey. It's so dope. And the fact that he's the age that he's in and just takes away the stigma of how anime is just a kid thing.
Definitely.
So
yeah, but the show just for all ages. It's like when you get the good stuff, it's like,
well, to be fair, I don't think Attack on Titan is for all ages, but like,
absolutely not.
No, I'm just talking about the genre in general, but no, Attack on Titan, listen,
you find anime around for everybody and everything, but not every anime.
Oh no, goodness, it's certain things like, nah, don't.
Man, I just hope nobody tells them to watch Boku no Pico because I'm.
Bro, it was in the comments. I saw it and I was like, you're wrong.
Don't do that to him.
Somebody block him. Somebody need to block him.
I saw somebody one day he was posting out. He was like, what is also this? What is Berserk? I was like, oh boy,
you can't.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That is enough. That's too much spicy. That is give this guy glass.
Y'all gotta remember this man a pastor took the whole family.
Listen, that you look on the menu and you see them them 5 jalapenos and spice. No, leave it alone.
That's too much.
Too spicy to jump into full feet at the very beginning, man. Y'all gonna take his ass out.
Nah, he needs to stop. He can't watch Berserk. But actually, to be fair, the Berserk anime doesn't do justice to the manga, so it might not be
not in a full range. We'd have to tell him like exactly maybe like the classics, and then maybe the movie special that has better animation and stuff like that. They did a retelling not too long ago with animation, but it doesn't tell the full. Like it's so hard to tell people certain animes because stuff it's so divided or incomplete. So you can't always get a feel of an Attack on Titan or a Death Note when things are finished.
True. But I do feel like, here's the thing with Berserk. I think Berserk is so raw. There's just certain things they can't put on. They're like, this is too much for anime. Oh, yeah. Like, some of you guys who haven't read the manga won't know why it's called Berserk.
Yeah.
You got to read it to know why it's called Berserk. It's not just him going crazy and going ham. Yeah. He's not even going crazy and ham in this anime. And what's so crazy about the anime, right? You watch it, and then the last 2 episodes, you see the coming of age of just a dark place. You're like, I didn't know these creatures existed in this world, because you don't see them. Why? Mm-hmm. Because they never incorporated it in the world building in the anime. But in the
because they wanted to take that specific season and not show the other stuff that was built up from the manga to come up.
Yeah, and I feel like that's doing a disservice, because I feel like when you read the manga, just coming in straight up, you see him, light spoiler if you haven't read it. So when you meet Guts is right in the middle of just the
dark.
Nah. He's just in the middle of plowing Shorty, like giving it to Shorty, right? A random girl. It's not Casca. A random girl, right? And then while he's doing it with Shorty transforms into like a monster, a demon, right? So he pulls out a blade and he's about to kill her mid-stroke, right? And she's like, why? Like, if you knew I was a monster this whole time, why would you go this far with me? He said, yo, I wanted to give you a piece of heaven before you went to hell. I said, my nigga, this is so dark. And so even from early on, you get introduced to how dark the world is and all these monsters. But I didn't see that in the anime like that. Like, so when it got that turn for the worse, when what's his name? The pretty nigga. Griffith, when he finally makes that transition and makes that wish, and then you see all these creatures out of nowhere. I was like, I didn't even know this existed in this world. It's just so, I feel like the anime did it a disservice, because when I read the manga, it was something totally, totally different. But to be fair, a lot of people say, hey, an anime shouldn't have to be the exact duplicate of the manga. And I agree.
Also, maybe they're trying to go for a different kind of reaction doing that. Maybe they're not trying to envelop that world, and maybe for the people who don't know, hit them with like a shock result. Like, you didn't expect it was going to get this fucking wild by the end.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like that's a good point. But for me, I just was like, that went left real quick, and it didn't end well with me, because I was like, that's weird. Where did the fuck that come from? Did they ran out of material? Like, it just found like it's some last minute thing. Like, we got to rush it and make it dark. Like, it just didn't transition well. It just went left really quick. But then when I read the manga, it just made sense. But I guess certain directors, they just have their own mindset of what they want done.
True.
But yeah, the Berserk is a beautiful read. I love it. The artwork is phenomenal. Rest in peace to the mangaka, because he died last year or 2 years ago? 2 years.
I think 2 years ago, because I remember we was at Anime NYC signing his mural and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Yeah.
R.I.P. Miura.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Respect. But definitely the Kev on Stage anime reviews is still popping. He's on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, giving us the goods and stuff like that. So that's good. So we was talking about earlier about the issue with streaming services and stuff like that. Have you noticed that for the One Piece that's going on Netflix, have you noticed that they did something that it's kind of weird, that's like leveling out? Like, I understand they're on the One Piece hype train and stuff like that, but did you notice that they haven't put in all the episodes of One Piece? Like, they got up to Marineford, but they want to keep up to the current level of where they're at. So they also are showing Egghead on Netflix.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's super weird, because if you look on Netflix now, you go from Marineford to Egghead.
I don't know. Maybe they couldn't afford the full rights to it. I don't know. But then again, I would feel like Egghead would be a lot more expensive to have because it's on the current. I don't know what their plan is. All I know is that they have converted a lot of One Piece fans because of their live action, and I'm here for it. So.
Oh no, they're in the One Piece game like there's no tomorrow. What was it? 2 days ago they released the one shot of the Monster special, so that's on Netflix right now.
Yeah,
they have the Wit Studios The One Piece remake is coming on Netflix. They greenlit season 2 for the live action, and I'm gonna say they're definitely trying to update everything they have to lead to the point. But right now they go off from Marineford right into Egghead, which is confusing as hell. But nonetheless, they're definitely in the One Piece game for sure. They know where their bread is buttered.
Yeah, and they're making a good decision. So Netflix is winning. They definitely are. So I don't know what made them decide to just skip. Like, how many arcs did they skip for them to get?
They went from Marineford all the way over, so they hop over. They hop over the friggin' time skip. Like,
you're not even gonna know why Luffy got the scar on his chest.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So wait, you're gonna know. No, you're gonna know.
You're gonna know, but then you're gonna see all these people in the opening that you're gonna be super confused about. Like, Sabo's in the opening, and you if you skip over Marineford, you're like, who the fuck is Sabo?
Yeah, you're gonna be like, who the fuck is Sabo? Yeah.
Well, it's better than what they did with Yu Yu Hakusho, but
that never happened.
Yu Yu Hakusho live action.
That never happened.
Else.
I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they do with Avatar. It can't be any worse than.
Oh boy, they got my boss at a little low there.
Yep. All right. So the last 2 bits of news I have. All right. So did you see? We was talking about the things that was happening during the strikes and with the SAG strikes and the writer strike and stuff like that. They kind of messed up with the agreement with the SAG side of the strikes, because did you see the news that was going on about the AI going around with the voice acting situation?
Yeah.
Yep. I saw it.
That's
problem.
So that was not a pretty situation that's going on with the agreement that they signed off. Now it looks like companies that are in the gaming industry, and probably which is going to leak out to other forms of medium with voice acting, they have now dropped the whole thing where they're saying the new dynamic of AI voice acting is going to take over. And they said in their press release that like a whole bunch of voice actors was agreeing on it. But if you look on Twitter, there's mad famous voice actors talking about what the fuck is this?
I just feel like it's a whole nother strike again. It's like, oh yeah, who can we disrespect now? Facts. Like that's pretty much what they're doing. Like, who can we disrespect now?
I just don't understand what's the situation. Like, if it ain't one concurrent idea on AI that they're trying to fight against, they're trying to push this technology one way or another, something so bad, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, you're gonna miss out on all that human emotion from voice acting that y'all gonna throw in this robotic thing that y'all think y'all can mix people's voices together. That's not gonna work.
Doesn't make sense. But like at this point, it's like they blatantly doing this. They want to make sure that they could put their foot on your neck and say, hey, listen, understand this. We run shit. If we can't get this, we're gonna get that. And I feel like voice actors need to be protected. Voice actors make 100%, and they're not respected. So yeah, it's just sad. It's just disheartening. So I don't know why. But
that's some messed up.
Very.
All right, and the last bit of news I have, and this is of something of recent. Now we're gonna get into we are anime and all kinds of type of things like podcast level and things, but we all are also wrestling fans as well. And today they just released.
I hear voices in my head. Let me stop.
There we go. There we go. And they just released some photo cover art of what's gonna be the WWE 2K 24 edition of their video games coming out this year. And right now I just want to give respect to the deluxe edition of the copy, because we have for the first time a black woman on the cover. We got Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley together on the cover. First of all, a woman-led cover for the deluxe cover, but shout outs to Bianca Belair being a black-led, representation matters. We always talk about it, but it's a beautiful cover looking out there. It's
wonderful. From the hood, one of the prophets.
Yeah, Montez contest, and they got their show coming out on Hulu. Love and WWE soon. Definitely want to see.
Interesting too. She's strong as shit. I love her.
Oh hell yeah, she acts that she's the perfect kind of athlete to market and everything. She's wonderful.
Oh yeah, her and who's the other one? She's from Jamaica.
Jade.
That's my storm. That's
I think everybody that has seen Jade is like,
that's a star right there.
She's amazing. I know Flair. She's scared in her fucking pants right now, yo.
Well, right now she injured. She out. She trying to get her shit together because she got to get ready.
She did that shit on purpose. She don't want to fuck with the bitch. She did that shit on purpose. It's all right, bro.
Nah, so we might be seeing her in the Royal Rumble on Saturday. Who knows? Shit, we don't know.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what happens.
Good time. It'd be a good time. But nah, wrestling is definitely thriving right now, and we love to see Black people in good spots and spaces all around the wrestling industries, and we just happy to see our faces all around places.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. It's long overdue.
Definitely, because we athletes and we change the game everywhere we go. We change the game. We making it fun out here.
Listen, let me tell you something. Junkyard Dog would be very pleased.
Boy, what?
Yes, him. He was my favorite. And what's his name? Coco Beware.
Yep,
that was another
good picks.
We talking about legends. We talking about people who paved the way for us.
Mm-hmm. And you can't tell me nothing. Macho Man Black. That blowout. Macho Man Black.
Man, listen, Macho Man was definitely showing out for all the promos and the way how people talk today and shit like that. Like, come on,
they not doing it like him.
Hey,
with a crop full.
Creamy crop. Yo.
Love him. He's amazing. But yes, it's good to actually see more Black wrestlers actually getting their just due respects.
100%.
Fuck Vince McMahon.
Wait.
Fuck him. Changing shit last minute. His fucking Botox face. Fuck that nigga.
Ooh! See, that's why I love Patty.
Fuck him with his fucking no chin. Nobody like that. It ain't fucking lit. Come on. I'll never forget him for what he did to Shinsuke Nakamura. Why the fuck did you change his OP just because you didn't want people to sing it? Like, the OP didn't even have any fucking song. It didn't have no lyrics to it. Or he was like, dun, 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 dun. And all you was doing, that's it. And all of a sudden,
second they got his ass out of there, they brought it back. So definitely, they realized it was a mistake.
No, it was too long. It took too long. Nakamura.
Then we gonna backpedal on this real quick. Hold on.
Oh, facts. Triple H is trying to fix all that.
Man, shout out to him. Thank you, Triple H. But Shinsuke, my daddy. I love him.
Man, listen. Listen, there's shit to come, man. Listen, there's a lot. He's trying to rehab Shinsuke, and it's possible other Japanese stars showing up. So.
English coming out. He doing it. He coming out talking about, you think you're the best.
Oh shit.
But I know something you don't know. I'm like, nigga, what he know? He's amazing.
Shinsuke always got the charisma. We already know that.
Yeah, I love Shinsuke Nakamura. I love him.
Yes, they got the sauce. He got the juice. I'm like, okay.
He does.
Big. But on that note, time for us to get into the main shit. Let's get into the main event. So we got our special guest in the building, Madam Straw Hat, Patty on the button. Let's go. So we going to do Odd Taxi episode 1 and 2. Let's step into it with some fast facts first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So quick history on it. So I picked up some of this history. It says streaming through Crunchyroll and Prime, both sub and dub currently. The manga ran from January 2021 to July of 2022 with an anime run running from April 2021 into June of 2021. Current manga, I think it's on. Do you read the current manga, Patty? That's going on, the Root of Odd Taxi, the sequel going on.
Hold on, first of all, I didn't even know they printed that shit in English. I've been looking for Odd Taxi for so long. It's printed out in English?
I think possibly. When I was looking up, the current that they got is the sequel manga, the Root of Odd Taxi sequel.
Ooh. See, look, I'm bumping shit just to get to the computer.
You got to type in and find out.
Right? She's like, I'm about to find out. Hold up. She's like, hold up.
She can find out while I keep going on these fast facts real quick. This is a mystery genre and seinen. Series produced by OLM Pix on TV Tokyo and at X, with an anime movie of Odd Taxi in the Woods. Basic breakdown: the daily life of anthropomorphic animals going through daily life, which involves work and the dark sides of the city going. So with that being said, I can step into this episode 1 with the eccentric driver.
All right, so the first thing we got is the intro, which is a quiet bop. I love it.
Love it.
Chill vibes with the J rap.
Yo, son, I was here.
That shit's a bop.
That's my shit. What? The rap. For that.
Yeah.
So I went into Odd Taxi completely blind. So I was like, okay, I'm here, right? And then, right, so we get into the episode off rip. I've watched a whole lot of crime shows, so I see them dump this thing. I was like, oh, they done dumped the body off rip. I'm like, oh, shit.
Man, I didn't know what was going on because the cover art looked crazy. I was like, this is going to be light. This is going to be something funny.
Yeah.
Never knew I needed a show like Odd Taxi. Odd Taxi is fucking
Yo.
It just broke all barriers for me. Yeah. It's also another thing I always say time and time again: do not judge an anime by the artwork. This was the anime of the year. Should have been nominated for anime of the year. Great story, great director. I think the director won for best direct series in the Crunchyroll Awards 2 years ago. I think he did. But yeah, it's like when y'all get to episode 5, call me because. It's crazy. It's good. It's really good.
Yo, so next, right? So then at that point, we are intro to our friendly neighborhood walrus who stopped it up. So Otakara, right? And son was just like, and he's in his taxi, and he's like woke up startled, and I'm like, okay, all right, we here.
Got the radio,
right? Got the radio play. He grabbed his little drink, and then he getting his cheddar. He about to turn his business. It's like, okay. And I see he had them extra little pills or something in the glove compartment, and I'm like, oh, put on his hat. He's like, all right, let's go. And then he pull off
on his grind,
right? He's like, all right, let's go. And we see little pictures of Tokyo and stuff, just him going around in his taxi. And the thing that he has on the radio, he's listening to an AM radio. So I was like, okay, you got to be in G-Pop's range.
Mm-hmm. He owes.
Yeah. And then, you see him driving around the city. We getting our overviews of the city. We hearing the people talk on the radio. And this comedy show, the thing that he's listening to, I was just like, y'all ain't funny. Sorry. Y'all ain't funny.
Remember them.
Oh, trust me, I did. Oh, man, I did.
Not moving forward. Just remember them like high key, not even low key.
No, nah.
Definitely.
I think it's hilarious. They're dynamic as a duo in the radio show. It's cool.
Right. And then so next thing we see the citizens of this town, and it's all animals. We got pigs, cats, and dogs, and donkeys, and giraffes, and we got our friend the janitor.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, oh, look at all these interesting characters. So at this point, me, I'm just like, wow. I'm like, okay. So I was thinking, I thought this was going to be like a regular anime, but that's all these animals. I'm like, okay, what we got going on here?
Mm-hmm.
And so now we just they're just giving us, not saying anybody's real name, but just giving us brief intros to all of these characters.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, okay. So what y'all think about these intros of all these characters that we had just throwing at us so far?
I can't really give you an opinion just because I finished it. So it's like I it's just so much to it. I'm trying not to
see I from my basis, because I just rewatched the beginning first episodes and stuff like that. My thoughts is just like, I like how we opened up and they give your foray into the society and they show off the different animals and what they doing, just giving you a sense of like, oh, there may be animals, but they're trying to represent the people in the society that's going on, because people are doing little things, people are working, people are getting off the train or going through the city and stuff like that. I like the layout of them trying their hardest to make everything look 1v1. Like, these are animals and they stay towards their animal roots and stuff like that, but they're still like people.
Yeah, so we have different things. Like, we had the monkey janitor, we had the hot pooch producer, the little kitty cat idols. Then we had old boy the orangutan with the gun.
Yeah. I like him.
Yeah, me too. Listen, me too.
I like he that.
Me too.
He that. Yeah.
And then, so at this point, we get Odokawa gets his first ride. And this little hippo, I ain't like him.
Shout out to Zeno Robinson. He's the one that voiceover the hippo.
F this hippo.
Yeah, he's a funny hippo.
Right. Yeah, so first he hit Odokawa's car. Odokawa's radio on. He driving. He's like, yo, can you turn that thing off? I can't hear myself think. So he's like, I bet. And as the ride goes on, this dude, me personally, I would throw him out my taxi. I threw him out.
He kept asking him them small talk questions and stuff like that, but like Odokawa was like thinking about stuff, and then he was like, "You taking too long. I don't even care."
Yo, bro, was just disrespectful. Yo, he was just disrespectful.
Yeah. He broke. So they basically had a conversation about like pretty much their philosophy. Like Odokawa is over here. He like, well, it looks like you take like mad quick to answer any kind of question and stuff like that. He said, I like to ponder over things for a hot minute and stuff like that. I want to give you a full range of these answers and stuff like that. Your attention span is like 2 seconds.
Yo, for real.
Yeah. The ride was interesting to say the least.
It was.
Because I'm like, all right, you know what? Who knows? I just know I'm thankful because the Uber app allows you to say no conversation with the driver.
True.
So I'm very fortunate for that. But maybe this wasn't a thing for a regular taxi.
I guess, right?
I mean, with Uber, you can set your restrictions and stuff like that. Taxi, you just kind of flow by the whims.
Yeah. What's that shit that came out on HBO? Taxi Confession?
Oh, yeah, Taxi Confession?
Yeah. I was like, is this where it's going to hit off at? But then you realize there's more shit going on to it. Like, okay, you get the hippo. The hippo, you can see.
Trying to explain social media to her. Yeah. He don't give no fuck.
He's trying to go viral.
He's struggling to go viral. That's his main thing. And this guy's like, what? Like, what did I do? Man,
and so,
fair. Like,
and so he's trying to explain it to Odokawa. Odokawa's like, this is stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just pay your fare, sir. And he gets out the ride and he goes and I think he takes a picture.
He does. He's like, yeah, let me take a flick.
And the picture goes. Does it go viral on that episode? Like, does it go?
Yeah.
Viral? Yeah, it goes viral, right? Yeah.
So what it was they take a picture together, but it goes viral for a certain reason of what's going on in the background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why it goes viral.
I think it goes viral because of the monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So what
to watch?
Yeah, Dobu. It goes viral because of Dobu.
Yeah. So while they riding in the taxi, they run into the cops, and the cops is basically saying they out here looking for the monkey guy, and they show off images of that stuff like that. But like Odokawa, he makes it known that he was like, "Hey, isn't that one of your friends?" And one of the cop looks at the other cop. He like, fuck you mean that's one of your friends? He like, Odokawa, he always bullshitting.
First of all, let's keep it 100. Them dogs, them cops, they
F them dogs. Nah, listen.
Mm-hmm. You already knew something sus was off right off rip.
Just the fact that they cops, yo, fuck.
Well, yeah, but still.
You racist piece of shit.
Oh, no, get me started, yo. My first impression, I was like, yo, F y'all. Oh.
Uh-huh. Talk about a routine traffic check. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, nah, we not going. I was like, nope.
But what else happens after that? You realize the relationship of all the animals. Like,
yeah, everybody's starting to get all interconnected. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, and you're looking like, okay, cool. It's dope. It's dope. Like, there's no like, okay, you end up with a walrus, I end up with a walrus. Everybody's just cool.
Yeah, everybody's kind of flowing with each other.
Yeah, and then we see him. I think at this point, the guy gets out. He forgets his phone.
He
forgets his phone. And then he's begging like, yo, bring back my phone, bring back. Right.
He's like, I told you to check all your stuff before you left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did say that.
And so the next part that we get is that we watch the news segment of the missing girl.
I'm only doing this because I saw it and I love it. Like, yo, it's just so dope. It's just so dope. The story. Okay, I'm back. Like, I'm back.
All right. No, we could flow up. All right. So the customer left his phone in the back. And basically what goes off is really that that the pic has gone viral for the monkey in the background, and they checking all the notifications, and shit's getting like crazy because everybody's figuring what's going on with just everything, with like they looking out for this monkey, and his monkey's in the back of the photo, so people have caught evidence that he's around in the city and stuff like that, and the police is looking all around for him.
Wait, did we forget about the doctor?
That was like the next scene, right? Going in there.
Yep. No, we did not.
Right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it contained to 1 and 2 because like you, I watched the whole thing. So I'm trying to keep it contained. So so we saw before this scene of them talking on the news, we saw Double talking to somebody. We don't know who it is, but after this point, we see Odokawa in his house, and he's talking to somebody. We don't know who at this point. He just saying, yeah, you're free to go. I'm not keeping you hostage. And I'm like, okay, Odokawa now. I'm like, okay. Yeah. I was like, oh, you some kind of kidnapper? You wait, hold up.
Yeah, what's going on?
You want some shit. Now I don't even want the
kid. Yeah, you for real. I was like,
you was a crimey nigga.
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, oh, you doing some shady stuff. I was like,
there's a lot of things that went through. But the funny thing is like when it all reveals, it just paints a really, really pretty picture.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed the ride for that first episode. They left a lot of questions left unanswered, and which is good because it made you want to come back for more, which I appreciated. I definitely came back for episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yep.
It was great. Now,
now we get our intro to Dr. Ayumu and his nurse.
Yeah.
Now we get to that point.
Yo, the nurse is hilarious as fuck.
She is.
All right, so when he goes to the doctor,
we know.
we acknowledge that it's brought to our attention that he has some form of an issue with either a disease or an occurring thing that's going on with him. And
because he got to get regular checkups.
Right. And the doctor feels a bit suspicious that he's not doing what he said he's supposed to do.
Yep.
So we see how the doctor has kind of like a close relationship with him. You kind of get the hint like it's maybe closer than just a friend thing, but we're just more than a patient thing. Like he's really
it's like they have some you got the vibe that they have some type of history. It's like
right. But
outside of this.
They haven't said it. But so now we notice that. We know there's something, but we don't know what it is. And then what ends up happening is that now Shorty, the nurse, you kind of look like, oh, Shorty got a little shit. Like she feeling him a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I think, is this the scene where she gets in the cab with him and she asks for a ride home, right?
Pretty much going towards like the end, like they get into that situation of the taxi, and then in the middle of while that's going on, and she's asking him about his life and stuff like that, we see.
Wait, let me do this because
go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you how fire she lit, right? So finally, she gets in the cab, right? So they talking. He's like, "Yo, where you from?" He said, "I'm from here." He said, "Oh, word? Yeah, word." Like, "Oh, okay, so you cool with your family?" "Nah, I just want to move out here, whatever." "All right, so how's it out here for you?" She's like, "Yeah, it's cool. What's up, right?" So, "Oh, so you seeing anybody?" So no, first she asks him, "Are you seeing anybody?" He's like, "Nah, I'm too busy working." So then he's like, "All right, so are you seeing anybody?" "Not really. I just got somebody I'm feeling." And she was like, "Oh, yeah, you should see him too." He said, "Oh, really? Who?" She pulls out her phone.
That was smooth as hell.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
And he takes the phone and he sees himself. And boom.
She'd have bagged me up right there and there. I was like, okay.
Nah, it would have been a wrap. It would have been
over.
My light off on the tag.
Yeah.
That was the smoothest shit I ever done seen.
Clean. And I was like, this is the whole beast. This is new beast. This anime's fire.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's different.
And at some point we got that low key snake dog. He done popped up back in here on the counter at the doctor. At the doctor. I'm like, what?
Yeah. First of all, doctor stupid big though. That nigga huge.
Yeah, that nigga big monkey.
Word. So then we go to episode 2, no?
Yeah. But like right into it, like I think the cliffhanger left off is where we see the monkey and the cop switching a little detail together. So that sends us pretty much into the second episode where we see more of
boom. This what happened though. The reason the cop and the monkey are sharing details is because the taxi driver has a camera in the car and they're afraid that he might have recorded something, a legal activity. So now,
just a little legal activity, just a little bit.
So now they're focused to try to get the footage out from the camera in the car. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't really look at the footage. This is now where the cops are asking, yo, how long does your footage stay on your camera? They start asking questions. He says, why? It's like maybe 2 to 5 days or whatever. And then I think we go into episode 2 where he gets up and he realizes that somebody broke into his car. And I think they broke into his car, but the only thing they took, I think, was the camera, no?
Yeah. No, actually, when they broke into his car, they didn't take anything, which was strange. So he was like, hey, they busted my car open, but they didn't take anything. Later on, down the line, we find out why, but
they was probably like searching for shit.
Right.
And I said, I was like, dude, you either got the worst luck or somebody after you. I'm like, it ain't safe, bro.
It definitely ain't safe, but it is what it's not is what it is, because you gotta know what it is, and for you to find out what it is, you gotta watch the anime. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, Eye Taxi is fire.
This shit is wild.
Just a quick run through for second episode. The second episode really just gives you a bigger layout of the society as a whole. We get his homies and his life with dealing with Tinder. We get to see the girl idol group Pop Star and their life living on where pop idols lives where they don't get paid as much and stuff like that, and they kind of got to struggle to get their name out there. In the middle of all that, we got Otakawa dealing with different customers and just everything going crazy through his taxi life, and things progress and look like normal going on everyday life shit. And then until he runs into old boy Monkey who holds him up by gunpoint by the end of episode 2.
Yeah, son, I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, this anime will hit you with the cliffhangers when you least expect it.
Yeah, it was well written. They took their time with this one. Like I said, there's a reason for why the art style looks like this. It might not be the most appealing. It looks a little strange.
Yeah.
But when you watch the whole thing, you kind of get a gist of what the anime was going for. I definitely wanted to get the manga ASAP. But then I looked it up and it said it wasn't printed, and they didn't have an English version. It wasn't translated. I was looking for it digitally too, and I couldn't find it at all. So
they got to get on it.
Yeah, they do. I know somebody that actually bought the Eye Taxi manga from overseas, and I'm like, yo, how you gonna read it? He said, I don't care. This shit fire.
He's like, I love
context clues.
Somebody get the Google lens over it, like
translate that. Yeah,
put the app over it, like
Gonna find out one way. But yeah, so we just gonna close up quick on Eye Taxi real quick on episode 1 and 2. We all give it a thumbs up. We all recommend for everybody to check out. We just want to give our time for Patty to go ahead, plug away, let the people know what's going on one more time. Plug away all the socials and everything going on with Black Ramen and Patty and Madam Straw Hat and everything in the crew.
So again, Black Ramen Podcast, you can find us on Instagram, Black Ramen Podcast. Right there on Instagram, we also have a link to our link tree where it has our latest episode. Not to mention it has access, a link to our book that we're selling, the anime trivia Black Ramen book. We also have a playlist on Spotify of anime tunes. So
it's fire.
Anime OPs, anime endings, just everything that you could possibly want or that you forgot or you just gives you the feels. So we try to collect as much as possible and have it accessible to you guys. Also, we also have an email, blackramenpodcast@gmail.com, and we have it right in the link tree where you could put Ask Black Ramen, where you can send us emails and ask us questions and we can answer on our recordings and shout you out as well. We also have merch on Redbubble. Also the link of our merch is actually on our link tree as well.
Get your merch.
We're hoping that that we get to go to Fan Expo in Philly. So if you're there and you want to say hi, we'll be so excited to actually see you guys. Don't forget Black Ramen Podcast. We're available in Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, YouTube, all major podcast platforms. And yeah, get merch too. We have our logo on our merch and it's super cool, super lit, especially as the time of year where you need to wear your sweaters. We get a Black Ramen hoodie, stay warm and also stay fly.
Yep, support the fam for sure.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you for having me, guys. You guys have been a solid rock for us ever since we started. It's been actually 5 years, I think we've known each other, and this is like a blessing. So thank you so much. And it was a perfect opportunity for you to have us on your platform. We can't wait to reciprocate and do the same. So I can't wait to
let us know.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, I can't wait to set something up. So hopefully we can do it face to face in our, this is something that has to be done face to face. This can't.
Oh, of course.
Hey, listen.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get our times and everything scheduled and we can really, really have a big moment, a big time.
Definitely. So let me hit the outro and our socials real quick. We got an email set up at blerdbynature@gmail.com, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Blerd By Nature, Twitter /X at Blerd By Nature, nature spelled Nature. Co-host, hit us with the YouTube.
You can find us on YouTube by searching for Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Yes. And any last notes from the group before I hit the outro?
Stay out of weird taxis.
There it is.
There you go. For the day. All right. So y'all, thanks for joining us today from Black Thought to Nerd Power. This is Nicholas, Mr. Go With The Flow.
And this is the man with the plan, Maurice.
And our wonderful guest,
Chatty Patty from the Black Ramen Podcast.
Yeah, and this was another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Thank you for listening, everyone. And until next time, peace.
Hey,
Peace.
Stay black.